MALINGANISO.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir. Mr. Speaker, as I listened to the report presented by Honorable Karenyi, I was reminded of a writer, Michael Edwards, and the irrelevance of development studies and development gatherings. Mr. Speaker, I heard of the challenges that are cross-cutting, challenges which were well captured and well described. It is the side of solutions I hoped to listen to. Mr. Speaker, say mitigation, climate change mitigation in itself takes collective action, not only efforts that are undertaken at a national level can have the impact that is desirable at a global scale. And Mr. Speaker, as Honorable Matema mentioned, that each and every year there are conferences of parties. What is disturbing, Mr. Speaker, is the fact that issues to do with climate finance under the polluter pays principle are negotiated in terms of soft law, but if you check the nationally determined contributions, these are negotiated in hard law. In my view, Mr. Speaker, that is sponsoring and perpetuating underdevelopment. You will realize, Mr. Speaker, that the so-called first world countries developed on a higher carbon footprint, but the negotiations today seeks to curtail any efforts of development, particularly in the so-called third world countries. Mr. Speaker, it is my view that gatherings and forums such as the one attended by Honorable Kore must seek consensus amongst African countries that as we debate, as we engage on a global scale, we must demand that there is climate justice. By the concept of climate justice, Mr. Speaker, those that contributed more must make certain that the $100 billion pledged annually is disbursed without conditions, but to make certain that our women and youth are not only cushioned, but we invest such amounts the direction or the way of disaster risk reduction. Mr. Speaker, a natural hazard does not become a natural disaster. If we are prepared, if our buildings are adaptable, if we have early warning systems, these hazards may occur, but they only become disasters because they find us unprepared. Mr. Speaker, trying to combat the scourge of climate change without proper financing is not an undertaking that we can achieve as Zimbabwe without the global North being forced by hard law to come handy in disbursing the pledges under the Kyoto Protocol. Mr. Speaker, needless to say, climate change, in as much as it is defined as a challenge, as was said by Honorable Matema, there's a lot we can do utilizing local knowledges. Today, if you listen well to what Karenyi Kore submitted, you hear that we must sort of go the way or the direction of renewable energy. Mr. Speaker, such technologies are expensive, and it is our rural women that are disproportionately affected. Forests that used to be thickets have since disappeared, and these women, Mr. Speaker, face the burden of traveling very long distances in search of firewood, be it in search of water, where they used to have water nearby because of climate change is now far. Mr. Speaker, say, we must, in my view, as we debate our budgets, realize that climate change is so much a cross-cutting issue. We must, in my view, arrive at a place where water reticulation in itself is given priority. I understand as a response, we have the National Bore Drilling Scheme, to which I'm thankful to His Excellency the President. Mr. Speaker, say our aquifers are running dry. As a response, utilizing the dams that have since been constructed, utilizing the rivers that are perennial, in availing water reticulation plants, in my view, will go a long way in addressing the scourge of climate change. Mr. Speaker, say with these few words, I thank you and I so submit.